This year, you have a chance to break the old patterns, accept new challenges, and become the person you always wanted to be. You cannot change your life unless you change something. Take some action. Because if nothing changes, nothing will change. Something in you has to wake up. And the only person who's gonna wake up is you. Nobody else has the power to change you. Nobody else can make the decision to grow, to heal, to grind, to rise. Wake up. This is not just another year. This is not another cycle of false starts. This is not another 365-day excuse generator. This is the year you break the loop. The year you stop circling the same mountain and finally start climbing it. This is the year you interrupt your patterns, to shock your system, to refuse comfort as your drug of choice and embrace discomfort as your path to greatness. Because everything you want is hiding behind something you've been avoiding. You've lived enough years playing small. You've carried enough dead weight. You've replayed the same fears, surrounded yourself with the same noise, talked about the same goals, but never acted like they mattered. That ends now. The version of you that's buried under doubt and distraction, that person is not who you were meant to be. There's something stronger, wiser, more focused in you, but it's trapped under years of procrastination, guilt, and people-pleasing. This year, dig it out. Rescue your potential, not with wishful thinking, but with hard choices. Let's be real. Change is not cute. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. It demands that you confront parts of yourself you've been running from. But staying the same, that's far worse. That's where your soul goes to die slowly. That's where regret grows. That's where your dreams are buried alive while you pretend, maybe someday, enough someday, make it this day, this moment, this year. No more when I feel ready. No more waiting on perfect conditions. This year, you build even when you're scared. You show up even when it's hard. You fight even when no one's cheering. Because this year isn't about hype, it's about execution. You've spent enough time knowing what needs to change, now it's time to change it. This isn't about motivation, this is about transformation. This is your call to action, this is your declaration. I'm done living beneath my potential. Number 1, you're not stuck, you're comfortable. Most people who say they're stuck aren't. They're just too comfortable in their dysfunction. You've adapted to average. You've normalized chaos. You call it your routine, your lifestyle, your personality, but really, it's just your cage. Familiarity has become your drug of choice, and you've confused it for peace. But make no mistake, just because it feels familiar doesn't mean it's right. You're clinging to patterns that drain you because they're easier than creating new ones. You say you can't change, but really, you won't. Because change demands effort. Change demands discomfort. And let's be honest, comfort is killing your potential. Here's the brutal truth. Growth and comfort never shake hands. They don't live in the same neighborhood. If you want change this year, you need to evict comfort from your life. You've got to disrupt what's easy and start doing what's necessary. You are not stuck. You're just unwilling to get uncomfortable. And until you get real about that, this year will look exactly like last year, except now with more excuses and deeper regret. Number 2, waiting is just fear disguised. Let's cut through the noise. Most of the time, when you say, "I'm just waiting for the right moment," what you really mean is, "I'm scared." You say, "I'm planning," but you're stalling. You claim you're not ready, but what you're really doing is hiding behind preparation to avoid the pressure of progress. Waiting is just fear disguised in a suit and tie. It sounds responsible, but it's still fear. And fear will always come up with a reason why now isn't the time. But let me tell you something. There will never be a perfect time. Life doesn't send out invitations to success. It rewards people who move before they feel ready. Every goal, every breakthrough, every dream, it lives on the other side of action. You don't defeat fear by waiting for it to disappear. You defeat it by moving with it, acting in spite of it, creating momentum while your knees are still shaking. So stop lying to yourself. You don't need more time. You don't need more advice. You need one thing: to move. This year doesn't wait, and neither should you. Number 3, change means loss, and that's okay. Real change doesn't just require effort, it requires sacrifice. And let's not sugarcoat it. Change will cost you. It might cost you the company of people who no longer align with your purpose. It might cost you the comfort of routines that feel safe but keep you small. It might even cost you the identity you've clung to for years. But here's what most don't understand. To rise, something in you has to fall. The version of you that played small, that sought approval, that waited to be chosen, that version has to go. You cannot become who you were meant to be while clutching who you were conditioned to be. You've outgrown the old shell. It served you once, but it cannot carry you forward. This year is your invitation to release, to let go with intention, to grieve who you were, but still step boldly into who you're becoming. Change feels like loss in the beginning, but it's really the gateway to freedom. And let me tell you, freedom is worth every bit of the letting go. Number 4, discipline is greater than motivation. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning when the wind starts blowing. Motivation is a great starter, but it's a terrible finisher. You listen to a speech, feel inspired for 20 minutes, and then life hits. What happens next? That's where discipline kicks in. Discipline is what wakes you up when your bed feels like a trap. It's what makes you show up on the days when nothing in you feels like showing up. It's what separates dreamers from doers. This year, you don't need more hype. You need better habits. Habits built on structure, built on non-negotiables, built on showing up for your goals like your life depends on it. Because in a way, it does. You want to evolve? Build routines that don't rely on feelings. Do the work whether you feel like it or not. And soon, you won't need motivation to get started, because the person you become will be the reason you never stop. Number 5, audit your environment. If you're truly serious about transformation, real, lasting, undeniable transformation, then you need to audit your environment like your future depends on it. Because it does. You cannot continue to chase greatness while living in environments that feed weakness. You can't expect to grow when you're constantly surrounded by people and energy that keep you small. Your environment either stretches you or suffocates you. It pushes you forward or holds you back. Ask yourself the hard questions. Who are you texting every day? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? What do you feed your mind with? Mindless content or meaningful insight? Look at your room, your workspace, your phone, your calendar. Do they reflect discipline or distraction? You can't become your next level self in a last level environment. So clean house. Mentally, emotionally, physically. If it drains you, distracts you, delays you, it must go. This year is about protecting your peace, guarding your goals, and surrounding yourself with people and energy that pull you forward. No guilt, no apology, just growth. Number 6. Stop negotiating with the old you. The hardest enemy to defeat is the one that lives in your mind. That old version of you, the one that's addicted to comfort, that craves validation, that panics in the face of discipline, is not going to give up easily. It will whisper, "Take it easy. You've earned a break. You've done enough." It will sound like logic, but it's actually fear. And fear is a master negotiator. It will offer you comfort in exchange for your calling. You've got to decide, are you going to keep making deals with weakness, or are you going to rise? You can't keep one foot in the old life and one foot in the new. You can't keep revisiting old habits and expect new outcomes. The new version of you, the one that shows up on time, eats with intention, speaks with purpose, and lives with fire, has no time for negotiation. This year, you don't consult your feelings. You don't ask fear for advice. You move forward even when doubt screams. You evolve even when it's painful. You become even when it's unfamiliar. The old you was survival. The new you is success. Number 7, own your results. This is the year you stop pointing fingers. Stop blaming the past. Stop blaming your parents, your ex, your boss, your background, your trauma, your economy, your schedule, your circumstances. Enough. You will never build a powerful life while living with a powerless mindset. Blame keeps you broke. Ownership sets you free. This isn't about fault. It's about responsibility. You may not be responsible for how you got hurt, but you are responsible for how you heal. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you always control how you respond. And that response, that's where your power lives. You want to level up? Then start owning every result in your life, the wins, the losses, the progress, the stagnation. Stop waiting for someone to come fix it. No one's coming, no hero, no rescue, just you deciding that from this moment forward, you are in charge of your future. When you take ownership, you take back control. And when you control your choices, you can change your life. This year is not about playing victim. It's about becoming the victor. So this year is not a slogan. It's a decision. It's not a trend. It's not about posting quotes and waiting for miracles. It's about waking up every single day and choosing the grind, choosing the discipline, choosing to rise when it would be easier to settle. It's not new year, new me. It's new year, real me. The version of you that's been silenced, buried, delayed, that version finally gets to breathe. This is your shot to shed the masks, the guilt, the limitations you've carried for too long. To release the fear, the people, the habits that no longer serve you. But make no mistake, no one's going to do it for you. No one's coming to save you. The decision is yours, and so are the consequences. So I'll ask you again, and I need you to be honest with yourself. Will this be another recycled year of broken promises, or the year you become unrecognizable in the best, most unstoppable way? The patterns are waiting to be shattered. The future is waiting to be claimed. The door is open. Step through it. Burn the bridge behind you, and don't look back.